Great to be here on Treaty 7. Chief, poignant words, and I think really setting the foundation for the next 3 days. And I've had the pleasure of getting to know the Chief of just over a year now. You participated in CCAB's Aboriginal Economic Development Conference. Again, you were right on that at our conference, and that, by the way, is coming up in May, our 4th annual. So thank you. I'm going to keep my remarks relatively short because I'm going to be on a panel here shortly, and I'll be bebopping around. I'm getting to, I meet a lot of great friends that are already in the room. Thank you for coming in. For the new friends that I've yet to meet, look forward to the conversations and the coffee. But many of you have heard me talk and CCAB talk about this idea of economic reconciliation. You know, when we talk about the 92 calls, or 94 calls to action, number 92 is the one that we really focus on as an organization. We have programs, events, research. Actually, the OECD has deemed CCAB's research as the best in the world when it comes to the Indigenous economy. We use all of these assets to leverage better outcomes through policies and best practices with governments and the private sector. But when we really think about economic reconciliation, what that actually means. For too long, our people have been managing poverty for the last 150 years. So economic reconciliation is when our communities are now managing wealth. And we're starting to see that across the country. And that takes partnerships, it takes conversations, it takes trust, it takes worldview of that Chief Crowchild spoke about. But the only way we're really going to get there is by building trust. And when we talk about what we need to be able to leverage, it's really our people, our innovation, and the land. And we do that through the business lens. I'm a strong believer that education and economy are just absolutely foundational to lifting our communities out into a place where we're managing that wealth. So over the next few days, you're going to be hearing from a number, I think there's over 100 speakers throughout the program, through all the concurrent sessions. CCAB is very proud to partner with my co-chair, Chief Crowchild, as well as the Forward Summit. And a big shout out to Mickey and Katie's team, but I also want to say a big thanks to my team, many of whom are here today. So over the next few days, ask the hard questions. There is no doubt in my mind that we have made significant strides in the last decade. There are some bright beacons of light of success, with Indigenous communities leading the way through the business lens and partnerships with our, like the Chief said, our non-Indigenous kin, because we are all treaty people. And so the challenge now is how do we actually elevate in more places things like equity positions in projects, more Indigenous businesses, strong procurement practices in government and private sector. These are the questions and conversations we need to be having, because these are the issues that are going to advance our communities. And the stronger the Indigenous community is in Canada, the stronger Canada becomes. I think we can all agree with that. So the challenge to everybody in this room is to have fulsome conversations and to challenge each other, because status quo in many parts of this country is just not going to work. So with that, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here for the next few days. Looking forward to the conversations and looking forward to the advancement of Nicole's linguistic abilities over the next few days. With that, miigwech, and I'll see you very shortly.